today. From Lumen Field in Seattle, this
Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And you know how scouts always talk about checking all the boxes? I think this young man does exactly that when you're looking for an NFL quarterback. Proven leader. Teams went 43-6 while he was in college. Has speed, dual threat ability, and production off the charts while he was in school, and also did a nice job of limiting turnovers. When you put it all together, there's a lot to be excited about for this young quarterback.
Bobby Wagner, multiple times an All-Pro, in there to drop him for a loss. So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early second down and long. Looking to throw it here. Ritter. Short throw caught by Pitts. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be a third and about 13. Ritter to throw it. Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as he'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith.
I still remember back in 2013 when he was drafted out of West Virginia. He was coming off of back-to-back 4,000-yard seasons for the Mountaineers. Hadn't seen as much game time in recent years, but at one point, a capable starter in the NFL.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith rolling to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. And they'll run. It's Ken Walker. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. From the 47 now, they work with a 2nd and 7. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing is Smith. Flush to his right. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 5. Now Geno, eluding the pressure right. Out right to Smith and Jigba. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Walker, and the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Again, Walker. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Now Smith on 3rd and goal. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. And the defense, Charles, they bent a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them out of the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Ritter now. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta. Back to throw, Ritter. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 2nd down and a yard. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. First down, here's Ritter. And complete to Drake London. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 19 yards there on the catch and run. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes...
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. Take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now Ritter. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Boy, that completion comes with a high degree of difficulty, especially on the catch. Had to look that one in one-handed, able to do so, and ends up picking up a 1st down as well.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Ritter. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Going play action. Ritter. Short throw to Smith. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
Now throw out wide, going to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Ritter will set up to throw it. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Ritter throwing on 3rd down. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Sets up the screen to Robinson. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 2nd and 11 now. Another throw coming up here for Ritter. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take it. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Seahawks going to take over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Geno out of throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Throwing now is Geno. Flushed out right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Barton, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Flush to his right. Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Falcons are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show. All right, so we skip the rest of halftime and get set for the third quarter. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They'll run on first down with Dallas. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Ball placed at the 45 for second and 5. Sticking with Walker on second down. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. They run again with Walker. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. On first and 10, it's Charbonnet. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A gain of 32 that time. The deuce is wild here. Second down and 2 with just about 2 minutes on the clock. Here's Walker. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Hard to argue with that being their best drive of the game so far as they use the running game to get them into the end zone.
Couldn't agree more, partner. Prior to that drive, they sputtered a little bit, but it looks like they found the formula. I would expect them to go back to that more and more as this game develops.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. This one's caught. And it stretches their lead up to 8. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass. So you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Ritter back to throw. It's caught on the right side by Robinson.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, It could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. Here's Ritter. Over the middle, he gets it to Patterson. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
We can make this one pretty simple. Walked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 54 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. So a big play coming for the Falcons as they'll go for 2. Now they'll try and set up the quarterback draw here. But he is not going to make it. It's a big play by the defense, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. And the failure to convert and tie the game, now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Their lead is hanging by a thread after that pick 6, but look, they're still in the driver's seat. Now the question, how aggressive will they be on this drive? Time to find out. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, this will be Dallas. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll fake it. Now Smith. He'll buy some time right. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Here's a 2nd and 8. Dallas up the middle. It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Play action. It's Smith. And this pass broken up.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Here we go on 4th. Smith eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. And all the way and touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 36 yards. And the Seahawks are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. So a heck of a drive right there with the game potentially hanging in the balance.
A very good drive, and now conversion to make it a two-score game and a solid lead.
All right, now the Seahawks face a big two-point conversion attempt. Gino's going to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25. This is 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And a nice pickup there as he'll get about 9, and that will lead us to a stoppage here at the 2-minute warning. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. Here's 2nd down. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. This is Robinson. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Meanwhile, Ritter's throw complete to Hollins. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Ritter's throw into the hands of Pitts here. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Ritter. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle.
And this will be caught. Touchdown. So in the final minute here now, a 2-point conversion will tie the game. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Ritter looks to throw it. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And this is going to be taken in by the Seahawks. And it would appear, well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Smith now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He finds Smith and Jigba. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down, and that should just about do it. Throwing now, Smith. On the move to his left. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
They'll try and run it here. And he finds his way into the end zone as the lead moves to 10. So they try to make it a two-score game with a conversion. It pays off.
And they've looked at the situation, figured it out well. A two-score game in this situation, they've got to feel much better about where they are.
Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Ritter. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
That one deep for London. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with it defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down. A final shot now for Ritter. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear.